good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode number 4. We're moving up.
Yes, we are.
of Take Two Radio Soaps and Review. I'm Pam, and joining me today is Tracy and David. We've lost some people because they have busy lives. Poor Paula, I hope she's doing well. She had a dentist appointment today, and we all know how that can go, so hopefully she's doing well. And Carolyn has family in town. You know how, like, family and friends always want to visit somebody that lives in Florida, so that's what's going on with her. But us three are here, and we will discuss the soaps as best as we can. Also joining Tracy today, her special guest, is Alexander, her lovely, lovely little boy. Say hi,
Yay.
Alexander. You're famous now.
Hi. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? No, not right now.
Not right now, huh?
He's going to do it when he wants to, right when we're in the middle of a conversation. Then he'll say something so we can put all of our thoughts and talk to him. So that'll be great. Is Daddy not home today?
Daddy's working late tonight.
And I see that you wrote on Twitter that he says Dada and yay, and why not Mama? What's wrong with that boy?
No, Mama. Everything is da 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 da. Yay! No, Mama.
Well, you know what? That's with all children, though. They all say Dada first, and even if they don't have a Dada, they say that. I can't understand it, why they say that first, because to me, I don't know, is maybe the D easier to say than the M?
Yeah.
You're a teacher, you know.
It is easier to say.
It is easier to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay, so explain to me why they say Dada first, even if they don't have one.
I just don't know. The syllables, the sounds, I don't know.
Because I know people that don't have one, and they still said it first, and they're like, what the heck is going on here, you know? So, yeah, that's funny. Maybe it's something just that they're born with. You never know. So, well, we're glad to have him, and we hope he enjoys our talk, although I highly doubt it unless we're speaking about Bert and Ernie.
Mm-hmm. He's into George. He likes George more than Sesame Street.
He likes what one?
Curious George.
Curious George? Oh, that's cute, too. The monkey.
Yeah.
I'm sure he likes the monkey.
He's good.
So.
How old is he, Tracy?
He turned 8 months yesterday.
Oh, God bless him.
That just went so fast. Oh, my gosh. I just found out you had a baby. Now he's already 8 months. That's just... slow down there, dude, okay? Slow down.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's go ahead and start with, I guess, The Bold and the Beautiful. I just finished watching today's episode. David, do you have notes?
I do. I have
go.
Notes. Yep, I'm going to start. I was going to start it off with my tweet that I gave you yesterday while we were live tweeting it.
Well, I have no idea since we do a bunch of
them. Yes, you remember it? I said I was doing a ridge between Ridge and Carolyn. It says, Ridge, I can't supply your demand because Brooke was playing with the hedge clippers.
Oh, my
wow.
God. You're such a dork.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember you said that now. But, you know what? You know, with today's reveal that she is pregnant, there's no surprise there. We just don't know for sure if it's Thomas or Ridge, because even though he only has small swimmers and a vasectomy, it's still possible to get pregnant if that vasectomy wasn't done correctly. But most likely it's Thomas's. So what do you think, Tracy?
No, I agree with you 100%. Agree with you 100%. I mean, no vasectomy is actually 100%. This is so planned, so anything could happen.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it happens in real life because that's how I got my Alexander.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, boy.
If it doesn't heal correctly, it doesn't work, and we didn't know that until, hello. Hi, Alex. How are you? So that's a little private information you have all learned about me today, but yes.
Well,
so
I know
because
that there is a waiting period.
Yeah. Well, that didn't matter. We waited. So, the thing is, the only reason I mention that is because some people that may be watching the show and are unaware that can happen in real life. And
right.
If they throw that on there on Bold and the Beautiful, they're going to be, wait, he had a vasectomy. It's not possible. It is possible. I'm just telling you.
It is possible. One, they did it probably before the waiting period was up, before it takes effect. It doesn't take effect immediately. That's one thing. I think it's 3 months before.
Well, it's not that long, and they tell you to use other precautions, and when something doesn't heal correctly, like it didn't for my husband, we didn't know because they didn't tell us that.
Right.
He never went back for his extra checkup after the fact.
Right.
So, yeah. So that's why that happened. So there's a lot of different reasons. Just like when a woman has her tubes tied, that is also not 100%. If things are not like cut and burned again and cut again, there's always a chance that an egg can escape, something can grow back together, tubes can grow back together and stuff like that. So there's not, like I say, to this day, there's nothing 100% except abstinence.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So we'll have to see how this plays out, but I kind of have a feeling that it may end up being Thomas's only because it's more drama that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here I have a question. Since I didn't get to see that yet, he never came clean. I'm taking it.
Who never came clean?
Ridge never came clean. He looked like he was going to tell her yesterday.
No, he said he didn't have the heart to tell her, and she was so excited, and her phone went off, and she had to go to a doctor's, blah, 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 blah. And then Brooke, who I am loving this book, I really am. She's the voice of reason. It's actually very sensible, and I think she's being very genuine. It's not like, oh, yeah, let's break up Ridge and Caroline.
Right.
This will be perfect.
Right.
I will be there waiting in the wings. She really is just trying to talk some sense into Ridge.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's no vindictiveness, no revenge, no jealousy, no nothing. You can tell by the way she's saying things and by the way she looks. There's like, she's not saying something and then, you know, how they show people talking in their head or talking out loud when no one's around. Oh, I'll get them back. This should work. You know, none of that's going on. So she's being true blue, and she really cares about what's going to happen. More so,
especially with her,
like for Caroline.
Right. She's been really saying that Ridge is being selfish, and he really needs to look at things from Caroline's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another indicator to me that she's not being vindictive in that way. I mean, she's kind of looking at it from a woman's point of view. She's still young.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she looks so... She's grown up. It looks like that Brooke has grown up, I mean, a lot with everything that's happened to her. and Ridge has just reversed and become like...
Yeah. He's having his middle-age crisis, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, it's just...
Wasn't Brooke Eric's middle-age crisis?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Here it is with Carolyn.
Yep.
Brooke was. Lauren was.
Yeah.
Sheila was.
Sheila?
Sheila.
Oh, God, she was great.
Now, do you think that Brooke, or do you think that Caroline and Ridge are going to get over this once Caroline finds out the truth of Ridge, and also if the baby is Thomas's? Do you think they'll be able to get through that?
Not right away.
Not right away.
No,
not immediately.
No.
But you think there's still hope for them?
After time, yes, I do, but I don't think
sure.
it's going to be right away, because then Ridge is going to spin it saying that, how could you do this? We broke up for a night or whatever, and then he's going to get mad at Thomas because she's going to find out that, I was under the influence, which is the same thing that happened with him and Brooke years ago.
Right.
They're just storyline and whatnot. It's just going to sting. It's going to sting. But maybe he can surprise us and say, okay, well, then I'll just raise the kid with you, and I can raise it as my own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Thomas is going to get mad about that.
Right, because Caroline is not really feeling for him like that. And then Thomas is going to be like, well, no, I want to step up and I want to take care of my kid.
Right.
It can happen that way. Who knows?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll have to see how that plays out. Okay. Do you have another note, David? Because I know I have one other thing I wanted to say.
Why don't you go on with yours and let me find mine.
Well, I was just going to say, Zende and Nicole, yay or nay? They finally kissed. I say yay.
Yay.
True.
Yay for them.
I think they make a cute couple.
They do. I hope they take it slow.
Tracy?
She just irritates. I like her,
Nicole?
but if I don't see Nicole or Zende, I'm not going to freak out. They're just fillers, honestly, for me.
Well, no, I agree with you there. They're fillers because they really don't have a storyline. It's just like when they want to take a break from the main core, that's their, put the camera on them or something. Although I think that there's a possibility that there still might be something that happens between Nicole and Thomas. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it's intriguing. She's intrigued.
And I would like to see Zende kind of snap at Thomas for moving in on his girl a little bit.
Yeah.
He and his sister are very much alike in that way.
Yeah.
They just take.
Yeah, exactly.
More so with his sister.
Oh, God. I always said the wrong twin died. I always said it. I'm insulting Jackie McInnes. Please, I'm not insulting her. I love her. She's fantastic. She's great. But her character, I am not accepting him. She's very irritating. She makes me love to hate Steffi. That's how good she is.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
exactly.
how good she is. I love to hate her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She drives me bats just watching her. I mean, how she just turns everything around on her.
Yeah, she doesn't have any remorse. I still don't see the remorse. And I'm waiting for Ghost Alley to come back and haunt the hell out of her. And I want to see Thorn. And I tweeted this out last week, and Windsor Harmon, I hope you're listening, he retweeted. I was like, yay, okay. But
yeah, and I know we put tweets out too, and he retweets them. He retweets a lot of them. But why isn't B&B getting that we want Thorn? I mean, I don't understand that.
Do you tweet B&B?
I
tweet
well? We tweet B&B.
Golden Spider, all of them.
Yeah. I do too.
Tweet Eva.
I don't think she has any say-so in that, but...
Casey or Casey?
I don't know. It's up to B&B to get off their butt and get him back on there, because he should really be in the middle of all of this.
Yeah, he should.
I have to say, I was totally shocked that Bill said no, not right now for the fashion house. I really thought he was going to go for it.
Yeah,
no, it's too soon. It's too soon. Something else is going to happen for him to really get pissed and then say, okay, let's go. Because he knows Katie wants it. He knows that's something that she wants to do. I kind of like the fact that he doesn't really want his boys to be at each other's throats.
Yeah.
I can't think that's really genuine. But something is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but I know something's going to happen where Liam is going to piss him off or something, and he's just going to be like, okay, well, Spencer Designs or Spencer Fashions is going to be a go.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. I don't think this is a done deed. I think something else is going to happen as well, but who knows what. And I agree with you that I like that he doesn't want to pit one against the other, but I really thought that he was going to do it because Katie was so gung-ho for it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Right. That's what I thought too.
I'm wondering maybe
really
they don't need
me. What, David?
What if they do this without Bill?
They need the money.
Does Katie?
They need the capital.
Oh, the ball. Well, I wonder if they do it the hard way and they go after. They get a loan or something. And
I don't think that'll happen.
Something's gonna pop off where he's just gonna get pissed and he's gonna pull the trigger.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I tend to think that as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
And I don't like to see Ivy begging for a job. I just no. I don't like the begging. I don't see it. I don't understand why she's even doing that.
Well, she's kind of back to her old self if you think about it, Mm-hmm. She had her little time there in the spotlight and blackmailing everybody and getting what she wanted, and that didn't work for her. So now she's back to being herself, and she wants to work. She wants to do something. But I don't know. I don't like that either.
And you know what? She's always, the blackmailing. Steffi's always bringing up the blackmailing and accepting the consequences of your actions. Did she accept the consequence when she accidentally hit that girl and she fell? What? I mean, what? I don't understand.
Well, I said the same thing too. That Steffi has never paid for anything that she's done.
Never.
No.
So, and as far as that goes, you could tell that Ivy meant it when she apologized, and you really thought that they were going to go for it. But not once did Steffi say, "I'm sorry for my take in it. Let's get along. We're family. Let's work together. Let's make this company grow." And
No.
things like that. There was nothing. I think what you would call Steffi is narcissistic.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there are other things I'd like to call Steffi, but...
Yeah, well, and we all have in our minds, really, but or shouting at the TV. But the thing is, it's all about Steffi, and if it's not all about Steffi, then she has no use for you.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's right.
So, what else is going on, David? Did you have any other notes?
No, oh, you covered that one about. Yeah, I did. But I like. This is a little minor point I put, but I'm hoping for more Pam and Charlie.
They're so cute.
I know, I love them. They're adorable. They're adorable.
And I like them how they always like to help the younger ones. I mean, they try to help Allie and Oliver.
Mhm.
And now I think they're trying to do it for Nicole and Zende.
Yeah, speaking of Oliver, since
How is he? His girlfriend
Allie
died. Where is he?
died, yeah, nobody cares about how he's doing. He works for that company, and nobody's checking on him to see how he's doing and where is he, and why aren't you trying to give him some more work so that way he'll take his mind off of it for a little while? You know,
Yeah.
Forrester is all about supposed to be caring about their employees, but hello,
Yeah.
where's Oliver?
Where's Oliver? Unless he was canned. Well, he wasn't canned, was he?
No.
I wasn't sure if I missed something or.
No.
Or they only say he's away.
Yeah. He was in Milan last time when Allie died.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I don't understand that part either. There's no follow through on some storylines, and then there's some storylines that go on forever and ever that you just do not want to see another day of.
Oh, what about?
Go ahead.
Rick and Maya.
Yeah.
They're barely on anymore.
I just saw just that one part where I saw like he's getting treated differently because of who she is.
Yeah.
Remember
that was it.
That happened?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Other people, the public, are treating him differently.
So
but that's
hopefully
to be
we're going to see.
Yeah, that's to be expected. And what they should have done though is shown somebody saying something to him.
Right.
Not just him talking about it.
Right. They need to see more of that interaction with the public.
Mhm. The good and the bad, because that's real life. So you can't put a huge storyline in like that and then just drop it, and that's exactly what they do. And they concentrate on one storyline, like one set of characters or, 4 characters or something for weeks on end. There's no reason why you can't have more than one storyline going on at the same time.
Well, remember what B&B was like in the 90s where you had multiple storylines. I mean, that was hot.
Right. Exactly. Exactly, and we see it on other shows, so it works because people are still watching and talking, so I don't know why they're doing this. It's just, again, as I say, if you turn the TV on in a month, you're still going to know what's going on.
Yeah, be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The art of soap opera telling.
Yeah. Or not. Tracy, did you have any other thing you wanted to discuss about B&B?
No, I think we covered it. I like how Brooke's acting. I love her suit today. She looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, don't put that in your mouth. She's dressing appropriately, I should say. I mean, she looked like she was wearing like a modern version of like a Stephanie suit. But it wasn't like a great suit.
It's funny you said that. I keep picturing her as the new Stephanie now. That's how I look at her.
Mhm.
Brooke. Yeah, isn't that something that she's with less vindictiveness?
Right. Well, and then that's where I think Eric should come in, because I'd like to see Eric and Brooke back together or bring in a new man, one or the other. And who knows? They may end up doing that, but we'll have to wait and see. So, moving on to Y&R.
Oh,
Y&R. Yep. How about that Paragon project?
Oh, God. Okay.
The Ian, Fred, Adam, Gabe thing. My gosh.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord and mercy.
All I do is laugh at that because I don't know what else to do.
Right? It is.
Seems like,
oh, my God.
It just seems like they're pulling at straws. They're just grabbing at straws or grabbing at anything. I love Adam, Gabe, or whatever, but I'm really sick of it. I'm ready for everything just to be exposed so we can just move on already.
Should be coming.
Yeah. I was very excited when I saw it was Ian Ward behind it because I think Ian Ward is hilarious. I know I'm probably in the minority, but he's hilarious. He's funny.
He is, especially now that he's playing as Fred. I mean, that's just too funny. A fisherman, come on.
God. Yeah.
And Jack.
And Red and Fred.
Red and Fred. Jack didn't pick up his voice, though. He's like, I know that voice sounds familiar.
Yes.
What?
Oh, I can't.
That blew me away.
I can't tell who people are on the phone. I mean, I really can't. Unless I need a hearing aid. But I do. People get mad at me because I can't tell who's talking to me on the phone sometimes.
Well, I think you're one of the few, David.
I can't really.
I mean, he kind of tormented Nikki, and I don't know. I mean, he was very high-profile figure and stuff. Yeah.
I was trying to pinpoint when Jack met him through that someone when he was in there involved with Summer there. I think that's when Jack saw him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So then he would know. All right.
There's no reason for Jack
how about
not to
Phyllis?
know.
Now, Phyllis wouldn't.
That's what I questioned David about. I don't remember if Phyllis and Ian met.
No, they never met. She was still in a coma.
Okay. That's why she doesn't know who he is. Because when they first started talking to each other, I thought, why doesn't she know who he is? I could have sworn they met, later when she came out of the coma, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. I wonder if, I don't know, if they'll ever play on that Summer will fill her in or something.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jack's already got her thinking, so, with this, with the last phone call.
At least she wants to stay away from him now.
Right. But I have a feeling that Ian's going to kidnap her or something, because I think that he is going to really like her.
Oh,
what do you think?
Maybe.
Well, maybe. It's creepy.
Well,
He
and
at
least I have to say that the Abbotts and the Newmans were, thinking that this Paragon project is something that somebody put in their computers or whatever, but now they're fighting within each other. It's not any longer Newman versus Abbott. It's Newman versus Newman and Abbott versus Abbott. So this is working out perfectly for Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. And our friend Gabe didn't realize that the lengths that how much this would go. And he's got to get out of there like yesterday.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him save the day. I would.
Yeah, but he started it. He connected with Ian to do this, and I have no idea why, when he knows how bad Ian is, that Ian has his own rules. No matter who he's in cahoots with, he has his own rules, and he's going to play by them. He doesn't care what anybody else says. Did Adam Gabe really think that he was going to have control over him?
Probably. I think probably he did. And you can't.
No,
He's
no.
What is that term what's the term I'm looking for? A loaded gun?
Yeah.
Well.
Is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I said that. Now you made me forget when you said loaded gun. I said he released the devil himself is what he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, I want to see if you can help me go back, because I had an idea in mind. I don't know if it's true, but it's an idea, but I can't pinpoint the exact time. So I have a prediction. I think Ian hit Delia.
Well, like I told you when you told me that before, I said anything's possible.
But I'm not sure of the timeline. I don't have anything. That's just a hunch, but I can't remember the timeline to actually put him there. And then between when it happened, and I can't do it, but it would solve a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, I'd much prefer that storyline over them saying that Chloe has Delia. I don't like that storyline.
That was just that wasn't true.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that was out there, and I didn't care for that one. Mhm.
Yeah, because she wouldn't. Well, a couple of things don't make sense with that one. One, because her and Billy were on good terms, and she wouldn't keep him from her, and she wouldn't.
Yeah, but they married the child.
She wouldn't keep her from him, right?
Now, you were telling us before we went live, Tracy, about what happened on today, so we can go ahead and discuss that.
Oh, okay. So Sage has some kind of parasite, a small parasite in her. Like, she got it from either contaminated water or bad food or something, so that's why she's getting all the cramps and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Just watching her and Nick is like, I'd rather watch paint dry. I don't
Thank you. So cool. Thank you. I feel the same exact way.
They're really boring.
Yes.
I just think that they haven't developed her character or whatever, because I see her, I'm like, God, why is she even on here? I don't understand. What's her point?
I agree.
And then she thinks that everything's all hunky-dory. That baby is going to be born with Adam's eye disease. Watch.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
He's going to be born
with
disease. So how is she going to explain that?
Yeah. Yeah. I have no doubt there's going to be something coming out of that. That baby will not be Nick's, and it will definitely be Adam's. And by that time, maybe Adam will be Adam, and he'll be able to, fight for his child.
He's going to expose himself. That's when he's going to have to expose himself.
That could be too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
isn't she ready to pop? Isn't she ready to pop, like, for November sweeps?
Probably for November, yeah. Sharon is back at Fairview. She checked herself back in.
And she's with Patty.
And I don't understand that, though. I don't understand why she's back at Fairview if she wants to get pregnant.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Maybe she's going to cry at Fairview.
Tracy?
I don't know.
And please, Patty, don't go after a baby for her.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Tracy, hide Alexander now.
Hi. Alex
hide
has
him
an
now. You never know what Patty's going to do. But Patty and Sharon can't stand each other. Well, Patty tried to be nice to her, but Sharon can't stand her. So I don't know why Patty would go after a baby for Sharon. That just doesn't make sense to me.
She wants her to like her.
I don't know. Do you think she'd go that deep, Tracy?
I don't know.
With patty cakes, I have no idea. It's hit or miss with her.
Yeah.
And I think Stacy. I don't think Stacy's there permanently. I think is it 3 months?
I think it's between like a 3 to 6 month arc. It's not going to be for long. I'm thinking it's the lesser of actually. So. I don't want her to take Sage's baby.
Well, maybe then we'd get some excitement out of Sage.
Maybe because I'd rather just see her just go away. She won't be missed.
Yeah. When Patty takes her baby and leaves, then Sage can go on a long journey to find her.
Nothing.
I totally apologize to Kelly, but again, it's the character. It's just not getting it. Just not getting it for me.
There's no chemistry at all.
No. Mm-mm.
Between her and Joshua?
No.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, there's chemistry between Justin and Missy Egan.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, Michael as well, but I just don't see it with Nick. I mean,
don't
Nick and
either.
Sharon will only do that thing. I mean, even Nick and Michelle Stafford had it. You know? I don't, it's not happening.
No, it's like beating a dead horse when it comes on. I want to do a fast forward.
For real. Let me see. Neil.
Oh,
Neil.
Yeah, that's all we can say.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I have one pleasant thing.
What?
I'm glad he didn't push her.
Yeah.
True.
That's a good thing. When he was with her the other day, and I don't remember if this was yesterday or the day before, when he was with Hillary and he was talking to her that he has to get her well because she has to tell everybody that, he or Devon did not push her and, she has to save his son and blah, blah, blah. I thought he was finally seeing the light and turning around and being back to the old Neil, and he started crying. Then all of a sudden he says something mean. Well, maybe I wish you had died. All of a sudden it was like, okay, back to Wacko Neil again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of over that.
Me too, especially when they don't tell us why.
I don't like.
If they give us a hint, it would be okay.
Yep. And
she woke up, and I'm wondering, she hasn't.
Yeah, she woke up
reawakened yet.
Right.
Unless she's faking it.
And she just passed out again.
Yeah.
Let's see. I kind of like the fact that they brought in Gwen and introduced Gwen and her sister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. That was a nice change. And I like that. Okay. Oh God, what was I going to say? I forgot.
Well, I liked that Gwen and Neil were together, but then she found out. Well, she thinks that he was drinking again, and that's why he was at the hospital and doing all kinds of weird stuff. But what I can't get, that doesn't make sense to me, are two things, and two people, I should say. One is that Gwen is already falling in love with Neil, and then also that Noah is falling in love with Marissa, even though I like them two together. Hello, his fiancée just died.
Yeah, but they didn't. Noah and Courtney didn't have that chemistry either. But yes, I do get what you're saying, Pam, because that was just like, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it blew me away. I'm like, no way. You know, it went way too fast.
And then why can't Marissa just say, Luca's my ex-husband, or you know, we're in a bad relationship, whatever. All the secrecy, that's just going to drive Noah further away.
Yeah, unnecessary secrecy.
Yeah.
Beat Victor at his own game and tell him the truth. Tell Noah the truth. And
now
that way
I have
you
to
don't
ask
have to
because the other day I must have missed a couple minutes of it or something, but Noah accused Marissa of something, of keeping the truth. So did Noah find out that that's her husband?
You know,
I must have missed that too, because I don't think that he knows.
Well, then what was he talking about? How can we all miss the same few minutes, doggone it?
I know. Where were you during commercial? No,
Maybe he was talking about the fact that she knew him, or or how they knew. I don't know. I don't know.
It looked like when I know I was like blinking once. I don't know. It looked like he was telling her off and then says, "I need the truth now," or something like that.
And he walked away from her.
And he walked away right after.
And I thought it was going to be like her imagining what he would say to her when he found out the truth. But there was nothing to show that was what she was just imagining. It seemed like it was real.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, but yeah, that's going too fast where he's already in love with her. No. But I do like the character of Luca, and I want to know more about him. And Twitter is crazy about him.
Yeah. Well, he has been on before.
Yeah.
This is Miles' second trip back, and I think what I read, I think he was the priest at the convent that Nikki was when she was looking for Dylan.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw on IMDb, that he was the priest. Because I saw a tweet go by saying something about his second time when he had first come on there, and so I went and looked, and I think it was the priest. But I don't remember him. So with him coming on as a new character, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Something that they said today, they were showing the younger kids, like Summer and Kyle and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Summer was just like, if something's going on with our families, it's going to affect us and blah, blah, blah. And Kyle's like, not really. That's with them and we're us. And then she starts talking about Jack and her grandpa and whatever. My whole thing is that shouldn't this girl be in somebody's college?
Yes.
Shouldn't she go do something? I don't understand her. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. I don't understand her point.
No.
What did she do?
No. If she was working for the company, I could understand that, but she's not working there, so yeah, that doesn't make any sense. No.
No.
She's aimless.
Yeah.
Right now. If that's a good word.
Yeah, she is.
At least Bill is doing something with, Jabot or whatever, because Jack called an emergency board meeting to try and vote Ashley off of, not off of CEO, but they were saying that the shipping company that she bought from Victor, Jack wanted to sell it back because he knew it was a glitch, whatever, blah blah blah, and he didn't want any red flags or whatever. So Lauren comes in as Tracy's proxy, and I was like, wow, look at that, Lauren and Tracy are BFFs now.
Yeah, well, they have been.
That was funny. But I remember them fighting and things like that. But I knew they squashed everything because Lauren apologized to her and whatnot.
Right.
But I just found it. And Ashley won, so she said that she wasn't selling the company. Yeah, she said that she wasn't selling the shipping company back to Victor. And Jack's like, well, you just reignited the war with Victor. She's like, whatever, Victor. Whatever.
Wow.
But Jack is kind of looking at it from a business point of view, saying that he actually really wants to team up with Victor to see what the heck this Paragon thing is, because if it's going to go after Newman, then it's definitely probably going to come after Jabot, and he wants to stop it, and blah, 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 blah. And Victor's like, yeah, you're probably the one who's behind it, blah, blah, blah,
Well, Victor's always going to blame Jack for everything, so...
Yeah, he is.
And he called, they both do it to each other, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Billy was
Billy pulled the trigger. Yeah.
Billy pulled the trigger.
Yeah, he did.
No one had. So we know that the Paragon is gonna. It messes with the price.
Yeah.
Right. It messes with the numbers, where it'll drop the price for Newman, where anyone, and not just Jabot, but anyone could buy.
Subsidiaries of it. Yeah, anyone could just pick it up. Yeah.
Could buy and just electronically buy.
Well,
so
what would be funny is if the next thing that goes up for auction is something from Abbott, and then Newman's buy it, and it's going to go back and forth, and before you know it, the Newmans are going to own Abbott's, and Abbott's are going to own Newman.
Yeah. That's... Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
I have to tell you, I am enjoying this part of it. I am enjoying this part. I mean...
Well, what do you think about Ashley standing her ground?
I like seeing this side of Ashley. She is in charge.
Yeah.
And she has every right to. She hasn't trusted Jack in a while, and that's probably his mistake. If he had come clean about Marco with her, maybe not. It might have been different.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I think so too. Anything else happen? Oh, you were talking, Tracy, about Victoria and Nick and Victor. Something that happened today.
Victoria feels that Nick is always going to be favored as the golden child, whereas she gets kind of brushed aside. She's just very jealous. She's jealous of the fact that Abby got the COO position, but she just did as executive for like 5 minutes. Nick always is pounding his chest how he wants nothing to do with the company, blah, 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 blah. But then he can come in at any time he wants, and he's treated as, God. And she's been with Victor, ride or die, and she's put up with so much of his things, and she's always had his back, and she feels that she's not getting the credit that she deserves. So she's kind of salty about that.
Oh.
Well, and I can understand her feeling that way because it does happen all of the time when Nick is, working for the company, then he is the golden child. So I can understand that. And then she's also, with the thing with Abby. What do you think of Abby as COO?
Abby needs to get a couple of years under her belt. I think that she's not seasoned enough to be such a top executive. She could be an executive, but not a COO, CEO, whatever. I say give her let her run the brash and sassy division, the cosmetics and stuff like that. let her do that. I would not put her in like a top-notch executive role at all. I don't think she's there yet.
Yeah, I agree. And she's only, if you notice, like she's getting things done with other people's help, whether it's Ian doing the Paragon thing, or even the couple of times that she's gotten other deals done. Victoria was with her one time, and even though Abby had, said a lot of good things, I'm sure he listened to Victoria as well. So if she was on her own, I don't think she would be able to get things done. I think that she would fail.
Right.
She's got a big head right now thinking that she's doing all these big things, and wait till it comes back on her.
Yep.
Once the truth comes out. If anybody should be COO, it should be Victoria over Abby, definitely.
I agree.
Yeah.
Victoria's been her father's right-hand man, so to speak, for, quite a long time, and she knows the ins and outs of the company. So, I don't know.
Abby needs a little more experience in that division. Although I have to say, when Gabe gave her that position, I was rooting for her.
Yeah, I wanted her to do good, even though I knew that he knew that she was, not capable at all.
Right.
I think there's a part of him that I like the relationship. No, I like that he was. I think he actually thinks pretty good more of Abby than he does of Victoria and Nicholas.
Right.
And I think he wants her. I think he wants her to succeed.
Well,
Gabe
he didn't have the what's the word I'm looking for? The vindictiveness and the revenge and the hate towards Abby that he had towards Nick and Victoria. So that makes sense.
And I was hoping that they might carry on a little more, because that's something I like to see.
Well, who knows? Maybe that'll come up down the road. But, there's going to be a lot of things changing and happening once it's exposed that he's Adam. So there's going to be a lot of hatred, a lot of revenge, a lot of things going on once they find out the truth. And I wonder if they're going to hang Chelsea out to dry when they find out that she knew the truth for a long time, too.
Oh, I hope.
I mean, I see them doing that, but I can't really blame her because that's her husband.
Right.
And she's sticking by her husband. And to be honest, they never treated her like family anyway, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They always kind of still treated her like an outsider. I mean, even when she was married with Adam and even when he died. I mean, Victor was the only one that kind of really spoke with her and everything. Everyone else just, even to this day, Victoria treats her like a secondhand citizen. And my whole thing is, you know what, B word? I gave you my firstborn son.
Yeah.
You can show me some kind of respect.
Yeah, exactly. I think about that every time that she says something to Chelsea that's mean or does something. I think about that every single time, that she has that baby because of her.
Yep.
So no matter what, she should be treating her with respect.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. She has come a long way.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah. And not that I want to. Now, you guys saw Gwen's sister, right?
Yeah.
Emma?
Yeah.
She's the one in the blind item that said that she was going to be Victor's daughter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I know. Did you see that, Pam? Did I send that one to you?
I don't read spoilers. I don't read that stuff, so I have no idea. I just watch it and see what happens.
I know I sent it to you guys. I wasn't sure. But it was one of
Alexander does not like that. Or he does like it. He's rooting for it. I don't know. Alexander, do you want Emma to be Victor's child? Yes, he said yes.
He said yes. He said yes.
I don't, because Victor has enough children. I do not like when they keep bringing kids on over and over into these families. I just do not like it.
And I don't see how that will really. I don't get the point. I don't see that.
No, there's enough kids. I mean, he's got 1 billion of them as it is. So, and we see them daily, and whatever they're doing. So, enough is enough. I mean, they even did that with Jack too. They brought on, his son. What was his name?
Chemo.
Yes, Chemo. They brought him on as his son, and I just don't like it. If you're going to bring on 1 or 2, that's fine, but just leave it as is. Move on from there. Stop bringing kids in. We don't need more kids. If you're going to bring on a new character, bring on a new character. A cousin. Something. They can be related, but it doesn't have to be a child.
And they haven't even mentioned Chemo again.
Nope.
They haven't at all.
No, I haven't heard about him in many, many years. Many years. That if anybody should come back, he should. And lay into Jack. What kind of dad are you? You're fighting for all these other kids. What about me? Or have him come in and want to be part of the company or something, So, who knows? Anything else that happened?
Lily asking Joe to take Charlie.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
How could I forget that? How dare she? I don't understand that at all. How dare she? I mean, that was a one-night stand kind of thing, and she used him, and now they're best of friends, and he's uncle? Come on.
Uncle Joe.
In front of her husband that she's trying to get back with.
Yep.
She's got some cojones on her, let me tell you.
Big cojones, exactly. And that's why anytime she wants to smart with Kane about, you lied about Devon and Hillary, I just pick something up and throw it at her, for real.
Yeah. Well, if I was Kane, when I heard him say Uncle Joe and about the school thing, I would have walked away at that point and never looked back. I would not have forgiven her at all. I would have not tried to get back with her. Nothing. I would have said, that's it. You're going to throw this guy in my face that you slept with, and then you're going to bring him in my children's lives? Oh, no.
Yeah. Kane has never lied. Kane has never cheated on her, I should say. Kane has never really been with another woman, whereas she has done it. Well, she thought he was dead, so.
Right.
But she got with Daniel real quick. I remember that.
Yes.
She did the same with Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she, and any of the listeners out there that are Kane and Lily fans, I've always been a fan of them. I always have been a fan of them. But what she's doing now, no. I don't go for it. Kane needs to get some cojones.
He used to have them. They just changed his character. And when when did he decide to I thought he was going back to work, like at Chancellor or something. What happened with that? Yeah. I thought he was going to as well, and then they just kind of dropped that storyline, so I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah. David, have you heard anything? I mean, have you seen anything that we're missing? David?
Hello?
David?
I think he's
David, did your call drop and then you just called back in?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I had gone off the studio and was looking at Twitter while we were talking and didn't know that your call had dropped. I was like, boy, it got awfully quiet.
I was wondering. I wasn't sure if anyone heard me or not because I was talking amongst you and I wasn't sure.
No, we didn't hear a word you said. So what did you see anything that we're missing where Kane is not going to go work for them, or is he still, or did they drop that?
I thought that he let Jill take Chancellor while he went to Fenmore's.
Okay.
That's
right.
How he...
Well, that makes sense, I guess. I just somehow missed that part again. You know, what happens is I zone out watching YNR sometimes, just like I do with B&B when it's the same stuff over and over. And I miss things like that. I was like, okay, let's get to the next scene, please. So speaking of Lauren and Michael, they really haven't been talking about his cancer or anything.
No, either. No, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. It seemed like they dropped that, too.
Tomorrow, I guess. I think tomorrow it said that they reconnect. But we know they reconnected at Devon and Hillary's wedding.
Okay.
They did because he was moved by their vows. And he planted one on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that, but they really haven't talked about, is his cancer cleared up? Is he still going for treatment? What's going on with that?
Yeah, we do need more clarification there.
Because you think that even though they're broke up, Lauren would still be talking to him about that.
Right.
Or somebody. Even if Michael's talking to himself and saying, yay, last treatment or something, we need closure there.
Right, and I don't like the fact that they didn't have like his whole family rally around him.
Oh,
I would have liked if Maria would have been back to support him during that. I think that whole cancer thing was handled incorrectly. Come on, Boo-Boo, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I think Gloria should have been there from day one. It's sad that she had was it in an article? I think it was an article, said that she doesn't know when or if she's coming back to YNR.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And I love Gloria.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fun.
She is. And she's a good mama bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing I thought about, too. What do you think about Kevin working for Newman?
That wasn't interesting.
Maybe. I think it's interesting. I mean, I love Kevin no matter what he does.
Me too.
Me too. Oh, my gosh.
What is that?
But I thought that eventually he would sign up to be a cop.
Yeah, it's with the wholehearted thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good cop too. Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll get back to that, so we'll have to wait and see. But that's all I can think of for YNR. Anybody else?
Let me see. Is there something else we're missing?
I think we touched everything.
Yeah.
I think we touched everything?
I think so.
Let me see. We did. Sharon, Patty. Oh. read it. Darren, Patty, Gloria. Oh my God, I think we just about touched everything. I'm trying to think offhand.
Well, there's really no characters left or storylines that we haven't covered that I know of, and I mean I'm up to date as of yesterday, so I think we can go ahead and let Tracy and Alexander go so they can spend some time together.
Yeah.
And thank you to the both of you for joining us.
No problem. It's fun.
He was a good boy.
He was a good boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave his opinions here and there, but he was good otherwise. He wasn't screaming and crying. He seems like a happy baby, and I'm happy for you all.
He's very happy. Thank you, Pam. Thank you.
He was very good.
Yes. Take care, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks, Tracy.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Do we want to hit on GH or days next?
Why don't we do days?
Okay. Well, I'm two days behind on that, so.
All right, then I won't tell you. I know who the killer is.
I already seen a tweet go by. I already seen a tweet go by saying that Ben was the killer, so it doesn't matter. I'm still going. I'm still going to watch.
Are you disappointed?
No, I'm not disappointed, but I'm not disappointed really. I shouldn't say I'm not. Disappointed is the wrong word. I'm surprised for one. For two, I'm disappointed it's him because that means that character is leaving canvas most likely. And I like him. I like Ben, but you know that Abby and Chad are going to eventually end up together. But we could have found another girlfriend for Ben. So, I would rather have the serial killer be an unknown person, somebody evil from back in the day, or even Clyde, even though everybody guessed that maybe it's Clyde, and then we second guess ourselves and say, no, that's too obvious, but sometimes the obvious is better.
All right. So now that you know, I can tell you what I thought was going to happen or what I wanted to happen, all right? I got my days mixed up because this is what I was thinking. I was thinking that Clyde was already dead, right? And who we were seeing now was not really Clyde.
What sense does that make, though? Where do you get that?
But this person masquerading as Clyde would be the necktie killer. And I'm going to tell you who I thought was, because Tao Pengless as Andre, I thought, was going to be the killer.
No.
Because
that could happen.
On tomorrow.
Yeah, that could.
I thought it was going to be today. Yeah, because it did before. Because I got his days mixed up. Tao will be on tomorrow, not today. I thought it was today, so that was my mistake. And I thought Andre would be masquerading as Clyde.
Yeah, but killing the people he's killing, what does Paige have to do with him?
Nothing really.
I mean, what did Serena have to do with him? So that wouldn't make sense to me. Ben, I can see because he's setting up Chad. But to me, it wouldn't make sense for Andre to do it.
Andre could be setting up Chad. The DiMera. One DiMera.
No, I don't think so. I mean, anything's possible, as I've said.
I've said any
time.
That was my thinking.
Yeah.
I read somewhere. I read that somewhere that how do they want? They think that Andre's going to be good. They think he's coming on and he's saying he's a changed man and like that, and that's what I read about that. But that was my prediction, and I got it wrong. And I was sort of disappointed that it would be Ben. Now, if you once you watch today's, you're going to go, hey, wait a minute. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Once you get up and you watch today's, once you get a chance to watch today's, you're going to say, now that you know, you're going to say, hey, wait a minute. And then...
Why would I say that? I'm watching it now, but I don't have any sound on. I saw somebody choking Marlena, and then Chad ran in there to save her, and now Ben is talking to Abby. So I don't know what you mean by wait a minute.
Did you see Clyde run into Jennifer?
Yeah, but I can't hear what they're saying, so I don't know.
And he's wearing that black coat, the same thing. So it would make you think that...
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Made you think that maybe it was Clyde.
You might as well just say what you're thinking, because we're talking about it. I already know he's the killer, so it's not going to make a difference. You might as well just say it. Because anybody else that's listening in probably already saw today's as well, so there's no use of hanging on.
I did. When I first saw it, it says, "Oh, it's Clyde," because he came running out. It looked like he came running out after Chad chased him out of there.
Oh, okay.
And he runs into Jennifer, and he's dressed like the same way.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, because I'm only catching bits and pieces when I look at the TV, but with not having the sound on, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, that would have probably made me think again that it might be Clyde doing it. So, but no, it's not. It's his son. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to that character and that actor.
I like Rob.
I'm sure it's not going to be anytime soon, because even though it's revealed to us who the killer is, we don't know when it's going to be revealed in Salem to everybody else. That's true. I have to bring up something that blew me away that I got to see part of.
Yeah, go ahead.
That, oh my God, I just lost his name. Cassie DePaiva's ex, Eve's ex.
Yes.
Is also Rafe and the girl's father?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes.
I'm like, what? And so was Rafe when Eve told him, but that's why I had to shut it off, because I had to start this show. But I guess he went by a different name when he was with Eve.
He went by Eddie.
Right, and now we come to find out that he's also the father of Rafe and the girls, of Gabby and the one that passed.
Right.
So that makes me think that his character, what is his character's name? I can't think of it.
Eduardo.
That makes me think that he's going to be around for a while, because he wants his family back.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I didn't know if it was going to be, a hit and run with him coming on for just a little bit and then leaving because of Paige's death. But now that he has another family, he might be sticking around.
Yeah, he especially now today where, I think it was today, where he saw Gabby with Ari.
Yeah, I didn't see that part. So, yeah, because then he's got a granddaughter.
Yeah. That was yesterday, I believe.
Yesterday? Well, I only watched part of yesterday, too. And the reason I watched part of today is because I was trying to get in the whole episode from today before the show and had only watched half last night because then I fell asleep at the last half of it. So I watched half of yesterday and half of today. Not even half of today. Probably 10, 15 minutes of it.
I was wondering how you were doing that and watching Young and the Restless.
Oh, when I'm catching up on soaps like that, if one is on the TV, like, at this time when Bold and the Beautiful comes on in the evening, I'll turn that on. And if, let's say I didn't see GH, I'll turn on GH on my computer. So when Bold and Beautiful goes to commercial, I'll turn on GH and watch that. And when Bold and Beautiful comes back, then I pause GH. And it's funny because I have actually done that before the computer age.
You have too?
Yeah, back in the day. This is how I started watching Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful in days, because at some point in time my ABC soaps were either getting boring or somebody told me, well, like I was by my aunt's house and she watched Days, and so when I was visiting with her, I started watching it. I was like, oh, well, this seems pretty good. So what I would do is all my children would start at noon, and then before that, at 11:30, I would turn on Young and the Restless. I would watch that, including all my children at noon, because they were both on at the same time then. And then at 12:30, when Young and the Restless went off, I was still watching all my children, but then I'd also watch Bold and the Beautiful. And I would do that on commercials, because their commercials never synced up together. So when all my children was on commercial, I could watch Young and the Restless. When that went on commercial, I could go back to all my children. And that's how I started watching all the soaps. Crazy, huh?
No, because I think I've done something similar.
Well, that's how I do it now, but now I do it on the computer. And the only thing is, I just realized the day before yesterday that Days of Our Lives is not on NBC until the next day. Otherwise,
on
I could
the
have
computer?
been. Yeah, I could have been caught up.
It's not same day.
No, and that sucks, because all the rest of them are. I mean, Young and the Restless and Bold and Beautiful, I think pretty much after it's over on Central and Eastern time, you can go on the computer and you can watch it. Maybe they wait until after Western time. Yeah.
Yeah, by 5:30 ET. Yeah, I think you can go on there. That does bite the bullet. That sometimes you have to wait a couple of days before you see, a Days of Our Lives.
Well, it's the next day you can watch it, but I wish they would put it on the same day. Even if they put it on late in the evening, I would be okay with that, because I'm up late anyhow, so I could watch it. But and the reason that I don't watch it the same day now is, well, for one, during the day I can't, and then I was watching at 7 o'clock when Young and the Restless was over. But now all the shows are back that I normally watch at 7 o'clock on prime time. So I had to make a choice there. So I'm back to watching. Yeah, I'm back to watching my primetime shows, and I have to then watch it on the computer. So, but Days is the only one that I have to do that with, because it comes on at 7. So, anyways, back to Days.
Back to Days.
Let's see. What else? What are your notes? What else is there going on?
Carolyn's illness.
Oh.
I have.
Yeah. So now it's not Alzheimer's. It's something that's similar or gives the similar effects of Alzheimer's, but it's not. And Victor's been paying for treatment. And she's seeing Sean in the mirror and asking if it's her time.
I don't think that's what it means. I've heard of cases like that. I've heard of cases like that. There's one case I heard about where this woman would see her dead husband on the foot of her bed every time.
Well, I mean, it could be hallucinations from the medicine she's taken since it's, in testing stage. But
or it could be
also Pam brought up to me something that I have to tend to agree with. They said that a major character was going to be leaving Canvas, and it could be Caroline, that she may want to retire. She's 88 years old.
Oh, God bless her.
So she may want to quit working, and maybe, it is going to be her time. And maybe that's why Sean is coming to her.
Oh, I hope so. If that's what she wants, okay. I'd hate to see her. I hate to see like the anniversary be around that in particular.
Well,
I
and
thought it'd be
that's
more
what
of a
Pam
happy...
was saying. Yeah, that's what Pam was saying, that it could be the anniversary where they're all coming to say goodbye to Caroline. And I hate to see Caroline leave Canvas too, but, at that age, you're going to want to slow down sometimes. Some of them do and some of them don't.
Yeah, that's the same point. And then with Bo coming back, like I said, if he comes back just in time and they have something that'll help her right then and
that's possible. I don't know what Bo is doing. I don't know what he's mixed up in. We'll probably find out more once Steve finds him, or Patch finds him, whatever you want to call him. And I didn't see John leave with him, so I guess John's not going?
No, not yet. He didn't leave yet, no.
Okay. Well, I see that Joey smuggled himself onto the airplane. I thought that was pretty funny. But the plane has not left yet, so I don't know if he's going to talk him out of going with him. It sounds like it from the little bit I saw today. First Joey got mad at him and said, just go. I don't need you in my life. And we all know that he does.
He does.
And he was talking to him about his father and what his father did and stuff like that. So I don't think that Joey will end up going with him, but it would be very interesting if it did.
Yeah, it would. And I liked, what did you think of the Steve and Kayla flashbacks?
Oh, I like that. Because I think they belong together. I always like them as a couple, so I tend to believe that they'll get back together.
They could never find anyone as suitable for Mary Beth, even after he left.
I mean, I'm not sure if they even tried.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, she didn't date anybody.
No,
did she?
They were going to try Abe for a minute.
Yeah.
Remember that? Because
but
Abe
nothing
lost Lexi.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded seeing them two together. I think they would have made a good couple. But you don't even see Abe these days anymore, and that's a sin and a shame because I really like him.
You will. I read something.
Well,
you will.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I will, but I'm just saying he hasn't been on for a while, and I like his character. I like the actor. I like James. The other thing that I saw today was Adrian and Justin together talking on a date. And even though I'm happy that they're trying to get back together...
You feel bad for Lucas?
Yeah, I do, because I really thought finally Lucas is going to have a love story that's going to work out. And obviously that's not happening, so what's going to happen with Lucas now?
Yeah, I know. he says he's going to try and fight for her. But it's going to be hard because it's not what she wants now.
Exactly.
So how do you know?
Yep. And
so how do you...
Justin and Kayla or Adrian have a huge history. I mean, they were married for so many years and that. And so that's going to be hard. I just hope. And I'm thinking of the people that are on there now. I mean, I can't, unless Nicole hasn't been with Lucas.
Has she ever? I can't.
Not that I know of. No, not that I know.
He's been with Chloe. I know he's been with Chloe, right? Lucas has been with Chloe, and then she left him for Daniel.
Boy, that's a blank spot. I don't know, but Chloe's coming back.
Chloe's coming back.
And watching Days now, knowing that Sean is leaving, is just killing me because I absolutely love Sean. I love Daniel. I did not like him with Jennifer because to me that was another Nick and Sage situation. I was not invested in those two as a couple. I know a lot of people like them together, but I was not one of them. I thought they were
They want to see
boring.
you attack.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but even if we didn't, you know, I just did not like them as a couple. There was just something about it. To me, there was no sparks.
But they made good friends.
Yeah, friends, that works. But not as a couple.
It's hard to find that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I definitely like Daniel and Nicole better together. But now that Daniel's leaving, Nicole's going to be swinging in the wind unless she ends up back with Eric, which I liked her with Eric as well.
Yeah, that could happen. Or would she try and go back to Brady?
Well, I thought about that today when I saw them in a scene together. But he's engaged now, so I mean, it's always possible she'll get in the middle of it and he'll fall back in love with her or something, but we'll have to see how that works out as well.
And now we know how Teresa got Basic Black.
Oh, I knew that she was in cahoots with Kate.
And now Nicole knows.
Right. And I only saw her say something about no wonder why you wanted to keep your silent partner silent. So that's all I know about that part. But I think it's going to be fun seeing the three of those women work together for Basic Black. There's going to be a lot of drama. And I think that today when I think it was today's part that I saw when Brady and Nicole were talking and Teresa was just sitting there and Nicole said, "Well, you don't even know what the heck we're talking about, do you?" Well, then Teresa came back with a good one.
Yeah.
You know, she talked about how Basic Black came to be and stuff like that, and I think she blew Nicole away, and Brady too, for that matter.
Yeah, I think it sounded good. I did have one thing. Do you think Kate coached that?
No.
Or do you think it came right from? Or do you think? No, you don't think so.
No, I don't. I think Teresa's smarter than we think, and not just streetwise. I think she's been doing her homework, especially because she wanted to be part of this company. So, you know, I think that she knows more than everybody thinks she knows. And she proved a little bit of that today.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a fun ride for them.
Yeah, because you know how Kate and Nicole are. So, and then Teresa's going to be in the middle, and Teresa's crazy. So,
true.
It's going to be fun.
But I would like to see Teresa succeed in this.
Well, yeah, I would too.
Just for her, for herself, and not just to make Brady's eyes move. That's going to take a while to get his eyes move.
I don't think she's doing it for Brady. I'm convinced she's doing it for herself and for her son.
And for Tate. Yeah. To be someone for Tate.
Right. Exactly. There was one part that I was unsure about. Now I lost my train of thought. I know. When Teresa was helping Eve pack up Paige's stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you know that I missed a few months of days. So when did Teresa and Eve become friends? Or were they friends that I just didn't see?
They're on again, off again. But when one is down, the other is there for the other.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I like seeing Teresa have some guilt, because up till now she has been somebody that was only about herself and what she wanted and needed, and not caring about anybody else's feelings. And now she's there for Eve, but she also felt guilt about the things that she said to Paige.
Yeah. It's
showing her more as a human being,
Yeah. I think she's afraid to... I think they show her, well, this is my perception, that maybe she's afraid to be genuine because she's afraid...
Doesn't want to get hurt.
To get hurt. And I think she had that conversation with Maggie.
Somewhat, yes. Yeah, I remember the conversation with Maggie.
She fights more, and she doesn't relax.
Yeah. Well, I can understand that too, but I'm glad that they're finally letting her show her feelings and taking chances, because I could care less about Teresa this whole time. I wanted her off canvas. I did not like her. I did not like her going after everybody all the time and being so vindictive. She was not somebody that I loved to hate. She was somebody I just couldn't stand. Now that I saw today, now that I'm starting to feel something for her as a character in Salem, that I wouldn't mind having her stick around, and, of course, getting together with Kate and Nicole to do Basic Black. Now I will be more invested in her.
Yep, you want to see more depth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she's been one stroke this whole time since she hit canvas. So having her as a human being is more like it. I like it better. I mean, there's no reason why she can't do things, because that's who Teresa is, as far as, getting any type of revenge or vindictiveness or anything like that. You can have that here and there, but also show this side of her, and that way we care about her. Just like any other evil character, like Franco, a.k.a. Todd, from One Life to Live in General Hospital. No matter what he does, we still love him. We still root for him. We still want him on canvas.
And even another one.
And even Victor on Young and the Restless. Young and the Restless would not be the same Young and the Restless without Victor and his machinations. So you got to have that person to root for, but you got to have more of a double edge. You have to see more of them and accept just one tone.
One dimension.
One dimension, right. Right.
We have to more depth of the character.
Right, and I think that's where they're going, so I'm happy about that. Who else? Who else didn't we discuss?
Where are we on?
We're getting to the 25-minute mark here.
Okay, we're heading there. What? We're going to be saying goodbye to Sean, Brady, Teresa. Oh, Cassie's leaving.
Yeah, and that kills me to no end because Cassie has been killing it in this role, and especially after Paige's death, she deserves an Emmy for her role.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get it, I'm going to be majorly disappointed. But just because her daughter died, I don't think that she should be leaving. I don't know why they're letting her go. She has so much more story to tell, especially with especially with Paige's father being there, and she does have family in Salem and that she has connections. So why?
Yeah.
Why are you letting her go?
I don't understand. I like what they're doing. I like who they're bringing back, but I'm sad to see the ones that are leaving.
Yeah, me too. Me too, because the ones they're bringing back, we don't even know if they're long-term. So why are you getting rid of these other characters? Just go ahead and throw them in the back for a while. And, go ahead and celebrate the 50 years with all the characters from back in the day, just like GH. GH did that. They brought back all the old people, from back in the day. But they didn't kill off a lot of people to do that.
Yeah, they didn't kill off. I don't know, maybe it's a money thing.
But you could back burner a character. They're getting paid for their contract anyhow. But to fire them or let them go, it's just some of the people, okay, I can see. But Cassie, I can't.
No, because she's legacy. She is a legacy character.
Mhm.
I mean, it would be nice to have Charles Shaughnessy come back for her, or they could have, I don't know if he ever wanted to, or I don't know if they
could have him come back for her to take her away for a while, let her let her get through Paige's death, and then say that she wants to go back to Salem.
Yeah, they could do that. I mean, they had Patsy come on for Teresa.
Right. Exactly.
And they've had her with... They've had... because Eve and Kim have quite a history, too.
Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it now. I mean, I tweet about it to NBC about Cassie and how I cannot believe they let her go. So maybe somewhere down the line they'll bring her back. I don't know, because I don't know how she's leaving. I don't think she's being killed off. So eventually they could bring her back, and I really hope that they do.
And we don't know when she. We don't know if she's left already, or by the time we see it.
I believe I saw something that she's going to be airing until the new year, and then that's it. So she's probably already done taping because Days tapes months in advance. So
yep, about 5.5 months.
Which is insane, but that's how they do it. So she's probably already off working.
Makes me wonder how they do that.
I don't know.
Why they must...
I really don't know. I don't. But that's how they've been doing it, so they find that works, then that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Anything else? Because we got 20 minutes left.
Guy is leaving?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Everybody knows that, but I'm talking about storylines.
Oh, okay. Well, we know Sonny is coming back.
Right.
Freddie's coming back, only to rap. So I know if he'll come back after Will's death.
He's coming back because Will be killed. I don't know how he's going to be killed yet, but he's going to be killed. So Sonny will be back for that. But,
and Sonny could stay because he's legacy.
But he's not going to. He's doing other things. I don't think he's staying for good. From what I've seen, he's not. It's just a hit and run thing because of Will.
Yeah, to wrap up. And Paul, I wonder if they're going to keep Chris on.
I haven't heard otherwise, so I think that they're going to. I mean, he's got his new relationship with his family, with his father now, so.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about current storylines, not the future. I want to talk about current if you have anything left, because we're going to run out of time and not be able to talk about GH.
When that house. What do you think about that house?
I don't know.
Julie, the one that Julie and Maggie and Carolyn are in.
Right. I don't know anything about that house, and I'm just waiting to see what's going on. Could be full of spooks. I don't know. I really don't know anything about that house.
I'm thinking, what do you think? That place might have a lot of something for everybody there, not just Carolyn.
Yeah, it might. It might. But then again, that's something we don't know. So let's move on to GH because we're going to run out of time here.
Okay. Let's go to GH. How far are you?
I'm current.
You're current. What do you think of Paul?
I was very surprised that he was the one behind the shooting of Sonny and that he ended up being DA, because that DA thing happened in the background without showing us anything. All of a sudden we found out he's DA and Rick is out of a job.
Mhm.
And I'm sure he go ahead.
And he has connections with said mayor.
Right. Right. They went to school together.
Right.
So somehow he finagled a job out of her and probably put in her head that, Rick didn't do his job.
Right.
By losing track of that confession of Ava's. But, I mean, how else was Ava going to get out of this? There was no other way.
That's true.
What shocked me was that somebody stole it from Scotty. And, like all the characters are going through my head, okay, who did that? Who stole it from him? And I thought, well, maybe Sonny had something to do with it so he could hang it over Ava's head so she wouldn't take the baby back. So I was very, very shocked to see Paul standing at the door with it.
Yeah.
So Paul's been very busy.
Yeah, Paul's been very, very busy, and we sort of suspected he came back for more than Tracy in the divorce. I don't know.
I didn't. I thought he wanted to have a relationship with his son. I thought he had changed. I'm with Tracy. I thought he had changed.
I thought so too. I was looking that way.
But he didn't. He definitely didn't. He's got his fingers in a lot of pies, and he's taking names and...
Yep, he's using it to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
He's using that position to get rid of the scum so he could be head scum.
Exactly. And he's making it look like Julian is the one that's behind all of it. And I have to laugh because, for once, Julian is not behind it.
Yeah.
He really is innocent, but that's what you get for crying wolf too many times, that nobody wants to believe it. So,
this is what happens.
And then Morgan going after
oh my God.
After Julian. I mean, I really thought that he had shot him when that shot went off.
Yeah,
actually, I didn't know who got shot, and I thought somebody got shot. I thought maybe Julian got the gun away from him and shot Morgan. But then come to find out, he got an owie on his head instead from falling on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I went, all that blood just for falling on the floor.
Well, head wounds are bad. So, yeah. But I was glad to see that Morgan did not shoot him and that Michael talked him down from it. I do kind of like crazy Morgan.
Yeah.
It gives his character something else. I mean, Morgan just
is a high head.
Morgan just doing it with Ava and her daughter was not really a storyline after a while. And that's all his storyline was. Who's he going to do it to today? Who is he going to make plans with? Who is he in love with? Well, is it mother or is it daughter today? So I kind of like that they are going this way, and he could possibly have the bipolar. But I would hate to see that that's the reason, again, that he is being this way, because once they put him on meds, then he's going to be back to old Morgan, and I don't really want to see that. I would kind of like to see him be involved with his father's business, because he reminds me, when he was doing that to Julie, no, it reminded me of Jason.
Oh.
There was something about the way he went after him and the way he was holding that gun on Julian, at his head, and all of his vindictiveness and his viciousness coming out. It just reminded me of Jason. Because, Sonny's a part of the mob and he gets pissed off, but normally, until recently, Sonny doesn't go around shooting people. That was always Jason's job.
Yeah.
Or some other henchman. So that's what it reminded me of. And I kind of would like to see more of that.
You want to see more of Morgan off the deep end.
Right, but not because of the bipolar. Maybe some of it could be, and he'll get his medication, but I would like him to be more interested in being part of Sonny's business. Because Michael's more like the Quartermains. Michael's not like Sonny, and he doesn't want to be in that business. So you got to have two different types of kids, to keep it interesting. So
that's right.
One's black, one's white. You go from one end of the spectrum to the other. One's the good kid in business, and the other one's the bad kid in the bad business. So that's where Morgan belongs. Yeah,
he's right up there with Jason and Sonny.
And now, speaking of Jason, what? Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, how do you perceive Billy's Jason right now, where he's headed?
He's headed to find out the truth. What I just can't understand is that when he saved Sonny and what's the kid's name? TJ. When he saved Sonny and TJ, I mean, oh my God, that was Jason Morgan to the T, and Billy pulled it off 1,000%. I did not see Steve Burton there. I saw Billy as Jason 1,000%. But what I did not like is that when he did that, some flashbacks should have went off in his head of him saving Sonny at another time?
I think it did, but not. I don't think they were visual.
No, Sonny's the one
that. I saw the look in his eye.
No, the look in his eye when he was with Sonny, when Sonny had called him Jason. Thanks, I'm something like, I knew you would save me, or I knew you'd be here, or whatever it was that Sonny said.
Yeah.
And Jason looked at him like, what? What are you talking about? I don't remember any flashback whatsoever at that point in time that Jake had about his time as Jason. Sonny had it.
Sonny had it, yeah.
So when did you see a flashback at that point?
I'm trying to... I don't know, I think there was some momentary pause. Not a flashback. There's nothing visual. Just maybe in his actions, how maybe he was surprised at how he...
No,
he handled
you could. People can view it differently, and you could have seen that, but I didn't see that. I just seen him going on automatic, and it didn't come back with that he didn't understand why he did that or how he could do that. So I saw it more of he just went on automatic and didn't question it after the fact even. Somebody else did, though. And I'm trying to remember who did.
Let me see.
I don't know. I can't think of it. But we're down to 7 minutes, so
okay.
I can't wait until it comes out, of course, like we say every show and every day, that he is Jason. But I'm wondering if it's going to be revealed because Liz finally opens her mouth, or if it's when Jeannie Francis comes back and she knows the truth and she can't live with it any longer, and she's going to go ahead and tell him that he's Jason.
I'm not sure. Anything's possible. I think, let me see, Gene and Shelley's work is supposed to air around Columbus Day. Second week October, they remember.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I know she's coming back soon, so we'll have to see if she's the one that's going to reveal it. But she's not going to reveal it as soon as she comes, because we've read and seen that they're not going to do the reveal till November sweep. So,
they're not going to do the reveal to November.
Right, exactly. All right, so what else? Oh, Ava going to the hospital today to get Avery back. And I really thought that she was going to get her until Carly read it and said, oh, wait, you got to give 24 hours notice. So she had to give her back to Carly.
She's got to let Sonny know.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that they're going to keep Ava away from Sonny so she can't give him his 24-hour notice.
Yep, that sounds pretty right to me. I don't know. How do you as a person viewing, do you agree with Carly?
I don't know. Ava's her mother, but I agree with things that Carly said, but I also agree with things that Ava said because of Sonny's lifestyle. So, his kids are always in the middle. Carly's in the middle. They're all in the middle. People are after Sonny, and I can understand her not wanting her daughter to be there and wanting her daughter to come back. So I'm torn in the middle of that one.
And then someone can go in and say, well, if Avery's with Ava, isn't she going to be in the middle of that too?
Yeah, but they don't know Ava's involved with Paul right now.
But they know she's like that.
Yeah, but they don't know that she's doing anything like that now, so I don't know. I think Carly's going to figure out a way by keeping her away from Sonny for a while until she finds some other way of stopping Ava. And we are down to 4 minutes, so what other storyline?
I like Christina coming back.
Oh, I love Christina coming back.
She's so pretty.
I just hope that this is for a while. I didn't see if it was short-term or not, but I absolutely love that she came back. I have always liked Lexi Ainsworth. I was very upset when they let her go for the so-called reasons that they did and brought in that other girl. And nothing against that other girl as Christina, but she was not Lexi.
Right. It's hard sometimes to put someone else in.
Yeah. All right, so 3 minutes. Who else?
3 minutes. There have been no Franco and Nina for a while.
No.
Scotty and Ava. Sam and Patrick.
Oh, Sam and Patrick. Patrick asked Sam to marry her, or marry him, and she said not right now, which I can understand because of it being the day before their anniversary of Jason and Sam getting married. So I can kind of understand that. I like them together, but would I like to see Jason and Sam back together? Yes. I'm torn between those couples.
Do you like Billy and Kelly together?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Do you like them better than Steve and Kelly?
Steve who?
Burton.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even think about that. I don't think about Steve Burton anymore in the role, other than a couple times when, the Jason things came about. Billy has chemistry with just about anybody. I don't think he has chemistry with. I don't think he has chemistry with Liz, though. Not like he does with Sam.
That's a little. Yeah, that's a little. I don't want to say.
It's warm. It's not hot. It's just warm. It's not hot. And it's for all the wrong reasons. Okay, down to less than 2 minutes. What else?
Okay. What else we got? I don't have anything else.
Well, I did like the family scene of them all being together for Patrick's birthday, and that Finola Hughes was involved in that. And then she took the kids so that they could be alone. I really like that. And that's the part that's going to kind of bother me when and if Sam and Jason get back together, because that's a family unit and it's going to affect not just Patrick, but it's also going to affect Danny and Patrick's daughter.
I do have. What do you think about Jake?
What do you mean?
Do you think he's the real deal?
Yeah, I do. I don't see why not. And now we're down to 40 seconds, so we're going to have to continue this next time. We'll be back in 2 weeks at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And hopefully we'll have some of the girls back with Carolyn or Paula. And again, a shout-out to Paula. And we hope that you're doing well. And Liz. And Liz won't be back until October 22nd. So our next show, well, she said the 22nd. Let's see. Our next show will be on October 8th.
Our next show.
So have a good night, everybody. Enjoy the soaps. We'll talk again soon. As always, you're welcome to call in anytime and share your thoughts. So take care, everybody. Have a good night, David, and we'll chat again soon.
Good night, Pam. Thank you for joining me tonight.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.